political leaders have got our number. Do you think you stand a chance? They have teams of electoral consultants, million-dollar admin, behavioral psychologists putting together happy-face campaigns telling you what you want to hear. They know how to push your buttons and get you all up in arms about whatever, then mold your thinking like Play-Doh. They get us to believe their bullshit, then line up for even more. This is an election year. Are we supposed to take our politicians at their word? Believe their pretty please promises? Trust them to do the right thing? What's the reality? Polls indicate that 74% of American voters are in favor of ending oil subsidies to companies like ExxonMobil and Chevron, oil industry giants who are reporting record profits as the price of gasoline soars. Yet Congress consistently refuses to act. Poll after poll all suggest that an upwards of 72% of the voting public believe the tax rates on the rich should be increased. With the deficit growing larger and larger, the federal government is tottering on the brink of bankruptcy. All we hear about is how we need to cut, slash unemployment benefits, cut Social Security, cut Medicare, no money for education. The American public wants the wealthy to ante up their fair share, but it's not going to happen. Washington, D.C. won't even talk about it. Another one. Poll after poll indicates 80% of Americans say they are for raising the federal minimum wage to more than $10 per hour. While some localities are attempting this, the federal government won't budge. Polls also state loud and clear that 76% of Americans are sick of the Pentagon spending tax dollars on military systems it doesn't need. The bloated defense budget, the ongoing ground wars all over the globe, the vaporous war on terror, the vast untold sums spent on surveillance and intelligence gathering, are building and maintaining over 1,000 bases around the world, now suck up over 50% of all the money the government receives from taxpayers or borrows from countries like China and Japan. Yet there's no end in sight to this out-of-control defense spending. How about this? The latest New York Times CBS News poll on the war in Afghanistan shows 76% of the public opposes it and favors immediate withdrawal. Sure, they're planning on pulling out in 2024. Why, we can't even guarantee that our food is safe. 93% of American voters want labeling of GMOs in their food. Congress refuses to even pass this simple law. 72%, 76%, 80%, 93%. These are not marginal percentages. These are huge majorities. While polling is not 100% accurate, it's patently clear what the American people are thinking. Yet our elected officials defiantly vote against the overwhelming tide of public opinion. It's quite obvious our political representatives are not listening. They don't represent us. Across the board on too many key issues, their voting records do not reflect the stated will of the people. It's certainly no secret what's happening. Citizen voting has been made irrelevant by bullying moneyed interests, by the rich and powerful elite, as our elected officials constantly cave in to the might of the almighty dollar. This bribery and blackmail has destroyed any semblance of representative government in contemporary America. I believe there's a solution to this. I also think there is time to apply this remedy to the coming election. It will require the immediate and total commitment by well-organized, motivated teams of community activists who want to decisively halt the stealing of our democracy by the rich and powerful. It will require mounting a campaign unlike any seen in recent history to mobilize and inform the voting public what is going on and what can be done. Here's the bottom line. Every elected official must be put on notice, and here's what we tell them. Either you vote in the interests of the people, not corporations, big banks, and Wall Street, or you get a pink slip. It's up to us, it's up to you and I to demand the country we deserve. No more apologies, no more excuses, no more bullshit. Trust no incumbent. Make them prove to us they deserve our votes.